so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
USA, USA. Hey, everybody. It's Realtors Keeping It Real. Thoughts for Rent with Mac Zerflu and Jenni McKenna.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
And that's right. We're talking about the Olympics today. I even wore my little 4th of July festive USA shirt.
I do like it. You guys should have heard him before he started the intro. He was doing all kind of checking his voice and getting his phlegm out.
That's right.
He was getting prepared for his intro.
Friends. Hello, friends. Hey, it is the Olympics that we're going to talk about today, Jenni.
Okay.
And I know we're supposed to do Green Thumb, Green Room. What is it? Evergreen or something?
Evergreen broadcasting.
You're trying to do things that aren't seasonable or something, right?
Well, you just don't want to time stamp your podcast, but I love the Olympics, and it only comes every 4 years. So, Max, I give you a pass on this one.
And it's going to be, you're going to know exactly when we recorded this, because yesterday the USA women's hockey team beat Canada in overtime. Amazing goal, and it was very exciting.
It was, but that wasn't the exciting part of what I thought yesterday.
Okay. What was exciting for you, Jenni?
So my past life, I was a figure skater. And so last night was the ladies' long program. They now call it the freestyle.
Free skate, if I'm not mistaken.
True. We used to call it the long program. And it was absolutely amazing. It was probably one of the most exciting figure skating events I've ever seen.
Well, I thought it was pretty exciting, too. Alyssa Liu won the gold, followed by 3 Japanese skaters who are amazing, by the way.
They're pretty good.
And when I watched that, I was like, wow, 4 years. I can't wait for 4 years. I'm not even a figure skating guy. I usually watch figure skating with you and I go, the judges. But I'm looking forward to the women's figure skating in Paris.
We actually talked about the fact that we want to go to Paris so that we can watch it live.
We are going. And I think
I couldn't go to the Olympics as my own skating talent.
Sorry.
But I can go now that I'm older and just pay my way.
And I think that Nakai for Japan, or even the Chiba girl, they're both really good.
They're very good.
Sakamoto's retiring. But those 2 girls are really good. And I think there's a girl from Russia who competed as an individual because Russia's banned from the Olympics this year.
Watch out for her.
Ooh, she was good. She had a lot of height.
She was the first woman to try a quad in competition. She has tried in the past and hasn't attempted it. But if she had landed it yesterday, she would have been the first woman to have successfully landed the quad. I mean, she wasn't close to landing it, though. I mean, I love the way she skated.
Work to do.
She's got work to do. She was about 3/4 under-rotated on that quad.
Midori Ito.
Yes.
Ito Midori, because you say the last name first in Japan. She was a skater, was it 90s, 80s maybe? Maybe 80s, huh?
My gosh, Max. No, it had to be 90s because we were married.
I met her in Japan on one of the tours I was on. But she was a big jumper, right?
Yes, she was.
And she did triples? That was the amazing
That
thing?
was her amazing part, yes.
But then a lot of people do triples now. So
everybody does triples. In fact, if you don't do triples, you might as well just retire because it's about triples now.
I feel like Midori Ito jumped into the boards once.
She did. She did. I remember she came around and as she was, I think it might have been a double axel. She gets so much height and she is so fast that somehow she didn't know where her boards were and she went real close to the board. I don't think she went into the board. I think she realized it, stopped it, popped open, and then landed into the board. Well, she landed in the boards, yes, but thank goodness not over.
I didn't meet her. She's a tad of a thing. She's just so small, but she was pretty impressive to watch. So that's your figure skating.
Yes.
Right? But now, every 4 years, we get to watch rocks roll down the ice in curling.
Wait, can I ask a question
here? Never
here?
even hear about it.
I want to ask this seriously. I do love the Olympics, so this is not me shunning the Olympics or saying that I don't like to watch it. But why is it that every time I turn on the coverage, it is curling? How many curling events are there?
Coincidental?
No, there's too many curling events.
There's mixed doubles, there's teams. So
and isn't it like 10
ends?
10 ends, and so you have to do 10 ends, and then you go over.
Ahead by so many rocks. At the end of 7, it can be a early game. Like the other day, somebody conceded against USA.
I saw that.
They didn't think they could come back and win it. But anyway, I like curling, but I only like it every 4 years.
I like it when I can say to Max, "Who has the hammer?" That's what I like. I like to know who has the
But
hammer.
then you got your cross country skiing. You got that thing where you got to cross country ski and then shoot things.
Yes.
And obviously the luge. I haven't gotten into the luge and the bobsled
That goes a little later in
this Olympics.
They always put the figure skating, ice dancing, pair skating, all that's in the front end of the Olympics. Then it starts tailing into some of those.
Well, they've all been
the
going
luge.
on.
Oh yeah, but these are like the finals. The finals will start coming on with all that
and
stuff.
Norway's winning the Olympics this year. They've got so many medals and gold.
But you know what? Last night, 2 gold medals for America.
My mom, I talked to her and told her about the hockey game, and she knew about it. She said, "Oh, that's going to be a lot of medals for us." I said, "It only counts as one for the hockey team."
What did you think? Everyone on the team gets a medal.
Well, they all do.
I know, but you
it doesn't count. Yet.
You don't count that for. What is going on with your mom? I got to talk to her.
She's getting up there.
Yeah, she's getting up there. She should know these things.
Usually, one of the final main events is the men's hockey final.
Yes, yes.
Now, the 2 semifinals are today, and oddly, for us on the Pacific Coast, the final game, if America makes it, and hopefully they're against Canada, that'll be at 5:10 a.m. our time.
Wait, on what day?
On Sunday, on the 20.
Wait, are you serious?
22nd?
5:10 a.m. on Sunday?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm going to have to wake up. I can't miss that.
What I think is funny is that the Olympics end on Sunday, 22nd, not the Olympics, but the last hockey games on the 22nd.
Yeah.
On the 25th, NHL's back up again. So these guys got to fly back from Italy after playing in the tournament and do all that.
Well, that brings up something that was mentioned in the figure skating event last night. A lot of people always badmouth the skaters, saying that they're not conditioned when they come off and they're breathing really heavy and, they're sweating or whatever. I've got to tell you, they're conditioned. I don't know what anybody would say. Those guys are doing a 4-minute number, giving it their absolute all. And I promise you, they have done that 4-minute number back to back to back to back to make sure that their legs are going to uphold whenever they compete. So they're just excited. And no matter what you do for that amount of 4 minutes, you are going to sweat and you are going to breathe heavily. A great athlete is still going to do that. So for speaking about your NHL players, they're conditioned. They're going to do this in Italy, and then they're going to pop on a plane and they're going to go right back to their teams and they're going to be just fine.
Normal travel day?
Well, a little longer
From
on
Europe?
the travel day. Yeah, that part's a little
you will
longer.
see that Jenny likes to defend ice skating pretty profusely. So,
well, why shouldn't I? Since that was my entire life, since the age of 8 to 23.
Some people don't call it a sport.
Can you believe this crap? How can we be married for as long as we're married when you don't respect my sport?
Some people. Also, the judging doesn't help with the subjective. Oh, I think they should win this year stuff. We had some controversy. I mean, we got to get off skating eventually, but we should bring up the controversy.
It's so fun to talk about. The thing is Max says it's not a sport, but you know what I would like to do?
I said some people.
Okay, he's one of them. He's one of them.
I think it's a
okay,
event.
Exactly. He's one of them. I'd like to ask him to put on a pair of blades and go ahead out and go and just, I don't know, do one toe jump. How about do an axle or anything off of the edge of the blade?
I'm not a figure skater.
And then that's hard part number one.
Have you ever seen a walrus on skates?
The second part is land the sucker on a blade.
I don't do it. I didn't do it.
What about the spins? People don't really give enough credit to the figure skaters on their
can of worms I opened
on the spinning. I hear a lot of the announcers say, "Oh, look, that was a triple. That was a triple, double axle," and I love all that. But the spins that they are doing, oh my gosh, they
amazing,
are
wonderful,
better than amazing.
So cool.
No, you have no idea. If you are off balance at all,
let's move on.
When you're spinning,
let's move on.
You will just go
let's
all the way.
Stop talking about how amazing the skaters are.
Okay.
I will concede they're amazing. They're athletes, wonderful.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the crappy judging.
Okay. You won't get any arguments from me on that. It has been that way since day one.
In football, when you kick a field goal, see, if it hits between the uprights, you know it's good. Or if it's outside, it's no good.
Right.
But if the guy kicked it good and it looked good and it hit the uprights but didn't go in, we'll give him credit for that.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Or actually, worse than that, that kicker usually makes it, so he just had a bad day today, so I'm still going to give him some points for it. That happens a lot.
Do you think the French pair ice team won, or were the Americans cheated out of the goal?
Well, I did watch the Netflix documentary.
It's a yes, no question, honey.
And I kind of fell in love with the French team only because it is absolutely crazy to think they're only skating together for less than a year.
So let me ask a question. I'm going to go one more time. See do you think the French team won fairly, or do you think the American team got cheated?
I think that the American team should have won the short program. If they had won the short program, then they should have won gold. But because they didn't win the short program, they left the door open.
What you're saying is the French team won fair and square. And that's not influenced by how the Netflix special was, right?
Fair and square, I'm never going to put the fair and square because it's still opinions of judges. But was the door open? Yes. Did the French walk through it and take gold? Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What can you do?
But it really is so fun to watch Winter Olympics, especially with the figure skating and the ice dancing.
Winter over summer?
I do like gymnastics in the summer, though.
I
don't know it as well. Like I don't know all the difficulties of the gymnastics. I look at it and go, wow, look at them flipping around and this and that. But for me, figure skating, I know all the ins and outs on everything. And so for me, it's a dream. I love it.
We are past the halfway point of our podcast.
Oh, no, we haven't really
still been talking about figure skating.
Okay, what would you like to say?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, we'll probably come back to it again later too. But I want to, what about the patriotism that the Olympics creates?
Yeah.
I mean, right now in America, there's some division and some people are like, oh, I don't like how America is behaving. And some people are, highly patriotic and think everything is going great. So you see some of these athletes in interviews sort of answering questions and saying, I'm not horribly proud of what America is doing right now. So I'm not really skating under the stars and stripes. And then you got politicians responding to that. And then you got other athletes, saying the opposite. So it's too bad for me that has to be the conversation. That has to be the direction the conversation goes.
I wish politics completely stayed out of the Olympics. I think that if you don't want to skate under the stars and stripes, keep it to yourself. You're an American citizen. You're representing America. You have busted your butt to be this athlete. Go out there and shine. Take the gold medal, take the silver medal, whatever. Stop involving the politics, because the minute you open up anything with a question or an answer, then there's 1,500 other people that are just going to badger you because you gave them a soundbite.
But I mean, we live in a society and a culture right now where you say what you think, and if you're against something, you talk about it. So I mean, you can't really fault the athletes for wanting to voice their.
Yes, but the Olympics may not be the place to voice it. That's how I've always felt.
It's the biggest stage for them.
But yes, it should be the biggest stage. Again, this is just Jenni McKenna's opinion, obviously. It's the biggest stage for all the work that you did for your sport. It has nothing to do with politics. Now, if a politician sponsored an athlete, if somebody was sponsoring it, then maybe they would have the right to say something. But I really think that as an athlete, you need to just do your sport. Do not make it the big stage for politics. Now, do I love the fact that Americans stand? There's a commercial out there right now where I think it's a Laker guy that comes on with a Celtic, and they met in the gym, and they look at each other and they stare each other down. There's also like another jersey, a Dodgers with something else on the subway. And when it's like four of them with all these different teams that are always against each other. But then at the end, it said, but when it's an Olympics, we all root together. And then you see them together looking at the TV, rooting on the, USA. So I love the fact that it is something that we can all come together on and root for our country. And I would really like to not have it be jaded on somebody saying, I don't want to skate under the stars and stripes. Let's just root you on. Okay, you're an American. Let me root you on.
I'm with it.
But it is sad because I don't know if this has happened in the past, and it probably has. I don't think I've noticed it. But for instance, Russia had to skate without a country. Individual. That might have happened in the past because there's been other.
It has, yeah.
But this one really caught my eye because of the fact there was a figure skater that did it. Gosh, that makes me sad. That makes me sad.
Well, if you're not going to bring politics into the Olympics, then whatever's happening in the world, just let everybody participate. Say it's about sports. It's not about what else is happening.
And that might be how they open the door on allowing politics to be part of it.
International Olympic Committee's probably got a stronger say in it than we do.
No, obviously. And maybe they have a little bit more experience.
There's also
about it.
the issue. I don't know if it's an issue or not, but I don't think people are necessarily competing under their country where they were born.
No, that's a joke.
Well, I don't know if it's a joke.
No.
But, you know.
No.
Okay.
It's a joke. I'll tell you why. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I will tell you, I will use the French ice dancing team.
Okay.
She's a Canadian-born person.
Yep.
And they had to bust their butt to get the French passport to be able to represent France. Yeah. Now, that happens all the time in figure skating.
Eileen Gu is a snowboarder who's kind of the most famous for that. She's born in America and she performs under China.
Well,
and people talk about her a lot.
I'll tell you a secret. When I was competitively skating, we looked very heavily into me representing Ireland because of my Ireland roots, because I would have had a better shot making the Olympic team for Ireland than competing amongst the other.
Not a lot of figure skaters in Ireland.
Not a lot of figure skaters. And so we looked very heavily, and I was one generation distant.
Well, also, the government could say, hey, they're really good at that. Let's give them a passport and call them one of our own.
You can do that. We didn't go that far, but I'm sure that's a possibility if you know somebody that you can do that with. So yeah, to answer your question, and I agree with you 100%, it is kind of rigged a little bit where if you know someone and you need to be a partner with somebody and they represent a certain country, then you are going to represent that country.
I mean, it's, every sport has their community.
Yeah.
What was funny was that like over half of the ice dance teams practice and are coached in the same facility in Montreal or something.
I know.
I mean, what are we doing?
Well, that makes sense because think about it. Let's just use it from your football standpoint. Let's say Tom Brady opens up a football academy.
Okay.
And he brings in the best of the best trainers that know everything about football. And Tom Brady, he learned all this stuff. And he says, if anybody wants to learn football, come over to my training facility.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother would be going over.
It already happens. Football players have camps.
So the same exact thing happens with figure skating, ice dancing. You want to train with the absolute best, the best nutritionist, the best choreographer, the best music mixer, the best, we call him lead judge because there's lead coach compared to the other coaches. You want the best. And that's,
I'm not in opposition of it. I found it interesting. Plus, didn't the Madison Chalk design clothes for a bunch of their competitors?
And you know what? I love that about her. I'm just going to put my little 2 cents in there. In my business, being property management, I have developed ideas that kind of enhance what I already do and have other companies.
Yeah, okay.
We call it just leveling it up. I am so proud of her because she's got such a talent for designing the, costumes, and she knows what to do so that they're comfortable. They're not too much exposure. They look beautiful on the ice from far away. So good on her. I say good for her. And I hope she keeps doing that for the future skaters.
Well, that's how Jenny feels about that. We were back on figure skating for a while there too.
I never hide my opinion.
What do you think about where they're offsetting the Olympics? It used to be both winter and summer were in the same year, but now there's one every 2 years, which I think is interesting.
I love it.
I also know some people see the Olympics coming up and go, "Oh, geez, the Olympics!" I do it.
Wait, why do you do that? What?
Because you go, "Oh, we're going to have 3 weeks of this crap, and it's going to be." So usually by about the second week, I'm excited. I'm watching the medal count. I'm going to see who's winning. But I go into it at the beginning going, oh, not the Olympics again.
What the heck? Why? Are you serious?
You don't ever get any of that?
No. I mean, I'm not one of those people that count down the days of it's a month away. No, I know when it is and I'm excited for it. And I will pick
Maybe I do it because I know I'm going to watch
too many
82
events.
hours of figure skating before the Olympics.
Well, okay, maybe that's it. But what about summer? I don't make you watch a bunch of stuff in the summer.
No.
I usually just watch what I want.
Figure skating either. I don't want people to get the impression that you lock me down or anything.
No, but usually the whole main TV is on figure skating very loud, and it's usually me going, "Oh my gosh,
Right.
they did a triple," or whatever. So I bring you into it.
So are you in favor of the every 2 years? The way it's
Yes.
set up now?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know where the Olympics originated?
Greece.
Correct.
Yes.
Good
Do you
job.
know how? No, I was going to say I was
In marathon?
yes, because that's also the end of the marathon.
Well, you were talking about how whether figure skaters are trained or not. The guy yesterday goes, I mean, when a marathon's over, they're sweating, and we don't say, why are they sweating? They should be better trained. So that was a good point. It was Johnny Weir.
Johnny
Yeah,
said,
do we need to talk about Johnny Weir and is it Tara or Tara?
Tara
Lipinski.
Johnny was funny because Johnny did use that as a marathon, but not only are they sweaty, Max, they go across the line and collapse.
I know.
Collapse.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and they are a fit athlete, ready to perform at their peak when they are running their marathon.
So who's going to win?
Same thing with figure skating.
Who's going to win the hockey final? We don't even know who's in it yet. You know who?
What are the 4 teams
Canada's
that are competing
playing
right
Finland.
now? Yeah.
Finland's stacked with NHL players.
Yep.
As is Canada.
Correct.
A guy by the name of McKinnon,
Yep.
McDavid. You've heard of some of these people.
Yes.
Makar. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So
But we're stacked as well.
Finland plays Canada.
Okay.
And we play Slovakia.
Well, we should win.
Whoa.
We should.
You know, both Canada and the United States had to go to overtime to win their quarterfinal game. So you just never know.
You don't. Well, in any sport, you never know. You just never know. Look at what happened with Amber. Amber was the shoe-in to win the gold.
Look at what happened with Ilya Malinin.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
I can't even talk about that
back to hockey.
because that
So who you got? Canada, Finland,
Finland.
USA,
I'm going
Slovakia.
Finland. I'm going Finland, USA. Final game.
In the final, who you got?
USA.
USA.
Yeah.
And now we're Knights fans.
Yes, we are.
In the final game, if the Canada meets America, USA, we got Mitch Marner, Shea Theodore.
Yeah, but I don't think Canada will.
I'm just saying if they do.
Okay.
Because you're probably wrong. Mitch Marner, Shea Theodore, Mark Stone. And on the USA team, we have Jack Eichel and Noah Hannafin.
Jack. I love my Jack. Max, you said that I might be wrong. Let me just go through a couple things. Who won fantasy football this year in our group?
You did?
Yes. Who pretty much raked it in when it came to the Super Bowl bets?
What?
Me. All my bets came in but one.
I think only one came in. Seattle. But anyway, is there another one? Do you want to try it again? What's your point?
I'm the GOAT.
Oh, no, you're not. You can't
Yes.
win fantasy football one
Yes.
season.
If,
And now call yourself the
if
GOAT.
anybody wants any kind of tips for the future, you can DM me. I'll give you my tip.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm going to say it's going to be Finland and USA.
Finland,
say it
USA.
here.
Hopefully USA for the gold medal
Yep.
on Sunday, 5:10 Pacific. We're excited about the Olympics. We've enjoyed them this time around, and we're excited about the hockey final and the curling final. I know Jenny's looking forward to that. But that's our thoughts today about the Olympics. Those
Correct.
are our thoughts. We're renting them out to you. We hope you subscribe to our podcast, give us some feedback, like the podcast, and tell us what you think. Tell us what you think of the Olympics. I got a lot of Canadian friends. I'm going to be texting them on Sunday morning. I haven't texted anybody about the USA beating Canada in the women's, but I probably should get on that here.
No, don't do that. When you're a winner, don't gloat. Don't gloat.
That's kind of the best time to do it.
Yeah, especially with how close it was at the end, too.
I'm Max Orflew.
I'm Jenni McKenna, and we are keeping it real.
We are realtors keeping it real.
I didn't put the realtors in there because we didn't talk about anything when it came to real estate
Hey,
today.
those are our thoughts for rent. Have a good day. Oh, there you go. Sound good? Okay, good. I'll pass over to Ireland. Here you go, kid.
Thanks, Pops.